Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who Big Finish review for today. So this Big Finish review, I'm going to be reviewing Doctor Who, The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure. I absolutely love this audio. Now, a couple of months ago, back in April, I did kind of do a review on episode 1, but I kind of stopped listening to it because I started getting more Big Finishes from the 9th, from other Doctors. So this review's been put on a massive delay. So for today, I'm going to literally say what I enjoy about this audio, what I think of it, and how do I rate it. And honestly, it's absolutely a brilliant audio adventure for the Sixth Doctor. It gives him his final outing as the Doctor for Colin Baker. Now, when I say this, I mean, obviously for other Doctors, you've got the 7th Planet for Hartnell, you've got the War Games for Troughton, you've got the Planet of the Spiders, then of course Case of Androsani for the 5th Doctor and the Goblins for the 4th Doctor. And then of course for the 7th Doctor, you kind of get the first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, where the 6th Doctor never has a proper regeneration story, because it's literally just Sester McCoy on a wig. So, talking about these audios, now there are 4 stories in this set. So we have The End of the Line, where it has the Doctor and his latest companion, Constance. We've got the Doctor and Charlie Pallard in the Red House. We've got Stage Fright with the Doctor and Flip visiting Victoria, London. And of course, we have The Blink of Death, where the Doctor is travelling with Mal and they come face to face with the Valeyard. Now, I absolutely love each individual villain for this, because the villain is literally the Valeyard. All through 4 of these stories is literally the focus of the Valeyard, where you kind of have in the first episode the kind of appearance of the Master, even though the Valeyard basically tells him to go away because this is his battle with the Doctor and he doesn't want nothing to do with the Master, which is pretty understandable. Then, of course, when the Doctor in the Red House, the Doctor lands on a werewolf planet. Yeah, this whole planet is full of werewolves. Is it a good audio? Yeah, and the fact it's got Charlie Pallard, who basically originally travelled with the 8th Doctor, and then somehow, I don't know how, I know she's travelled with the 8th Doctor. I've listened to 2 audio adventures with Charlie and the 8th Doctor, which is the Light at the End, and I've listened to Storm's Warning, so I still need to listen to a bit more Paul McGann audios to understand how does she end up leaving the 8th incarnation of the Doctor to travel and then to bump into a younger version of the Doctor in his 6th incarnation from 2 regenerations down. So, it's kind of like, how does Charlie Apollo get to travel from the 8th Doctor to the 6th Doctor? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Flip, I have never heard any audio adventures with Flip. I'm sorry to say that, but with Flip, I've never actually heard any of her audio. So this is the first time I've actually heard her as a companion to the 6th Doctor. And out of all of the companions the 6th Doctor's had during TV and Big Finish, like, we have Perry, we've got Frobisher, we've got Charlie, we've got Constance, and of course then we've got Mel and Flip. I mean, my favourite companion for the 6th Doctor has definitely got to be Perry. I absolutely adore Nicola Bryant with Colin Baker, even though with Peter Davison she only has like 2 TV stories. I haven't listened to any Big Finish audios with Perry and the 5th Doctor basically travelling around like before they end up basically going to the Androsani Minor and end up basically having to fight spectral toxemia, which makes the 5th Doctor regenerate. So I haven't really listened to any of them, but to actually listen to Flip, it's like, yeah, I need to listen to more stories for Flip. I need to go back more down the 6th Doctor's timeline in Big Finish and listen to his adventures with Flip and see what I actually think of them. For this audio, it's not a bad one. It is the one I enjoyed the least. I am sorry to say that. Even though they are in Victorian London and they kind of do re-meet Jago and Lightfoot, explore the echoes of the Doctor's past lives. So I do kind of the fact we've got Jago and Lightfoot in this audio, but for me to actually sit here and say what I think of it, it's not the best story. I mean, for me, Flip does basically bring it down a bit because I know nothing about this companion to the Doctor. I don't really know nothing about it, so it's like, yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but I just really can't say anything about Philip as an actual companion, or Phip, which is F-L-I-P. I don't know nothing about that. So if you have heard any stories with the Sixth Doctor and Philip as a companion, please let me know what she's actually made like as a companion. So actually listen to her in this audio. It's very off-putting to understand the Sixth Doctor basically had Philip as a companion, where I have listened to a few audios with Colin Baker on his own, with Nicola Bryant and Bonnie Langford. I never really heard him. I never knew that Charlie Pollard basically travelled with the 8th Doctor, but I never know she actually travelled with the 6th Doctor as well. Did she travel with the 6th Doctor before the 8th Doctor, or was it the 8th Doctor then she bumped into a younger version? I'd like to know. Please let me know in the comments. And then, of course, we've got Constance. Yeah, she's a pretty much of an okay companion. I really do enjoy her in this story. I do need to go back and listen to more of her as well. So I do need to go back and try and track down more audios with Philip and Charlie Pollard for the 6th Doctor, and, of course, Constance for the 6th Doctor. Where, for the last story, The Blink of Death, the Doctor is with Mal. Yes, the 6th Doctor is travelling with Mal, a.k.a. Bonnie Langford. And I kind of enjoy this one, to be honest with you. This is the best story for me, because The Blink of Death really does tie in to Time in the Rani, with the whole bit of the Doctor starting to regenerate. And you can actually fit it in between Trial of a Time Lord and Time in the Rani, really, this one, because it's absolutely brilliant. I love the fact the Valiant gets proper defeated by the Doctor, but there again, though, he does kind of reappear in the 8th Doctor's timeline, so I do need to listen to more Valiant stuff. I love listen to Jacob. Sorry, I actually love listening to Michael Jason as the Valiant. He's still as brilliant as he was in Trial of a Time Lord. I mean, this story literally came out in 2015, and Trial of a Time Lord came out in 1986, so big years apart, and Michael Jason still feels perfect as the Valiant in this audio adventure. And I do like the fact we've got Sylvester McCoy's voice coming through, where he's about to regenerate, where the Doctor is saying, I must regenerate, and and then the 7th Doctor's voice comes through saying, yes, I must regenerate. And I love that bit where they're both talking at the same time, and he goes, our future is in safe hands. And you can tell that's when the regeneration happened, and then the TARDIS lands on Lancashire for Time in the Rani. So that's a little bit of the stories. So for me, I have to say the best story is The Blink of Death, because it really does tie in with Time in the Rani. The story has got to be Stage Fright for me. That is the weakest, because I never knew that the 6th Doctor had a companion called Philip. I never know he had travelled with anybody with that name, so I do need to go and try and track down more audios with her companion. The 6th Doctor and Charlie, I have to admit, I do enjoy them a lot more than Charlie and the 8th Doctor, but I need to go back and listen to more 8th Doctor audios with Charlie and see, do I actually prefer Charlie with the 6th Doctor still, or do I actually prefer her with the 8th Doctor? And then with Constance, yeah, she seems a pretty much nice companion. I mean, everything's all right. So to rank how I rank these stories, so 10 out of 10 for this one has got to be The Blink of Death, with the 6th Doctor, Mel, fighting the Valiant. Honestly, I just absolutely love it. And then the next one after that, I have to put the Red House with the Planet of the Werewolves, and that was quite enjoyable as well. I do like the Red House, and that's the 6th Doctor and Charlie Pollard. The next one after that, I have to put The End of the Line, which is the first story of this story set, the last adventure. I absolutely love the fact we got the return of the Master. Unfortunately, it's not Anthony Ainley, because Anthony Ainley did pass away in 2004. So we kind of have somebody like recreating the voice of Anthony Ainley's laugh and everything, which is like, yeah, it feels very much Anthony Ainley to listen to. And then stage front fight has got to be the worst one for me so far in this set, and I have to rank this one a 1 out of 10. Honestly, it's just a 1 out of 10. The only thing I give it a 1 is because of Jago and Lightfoot. That's the reason. So yeah, I honestly have to say The Blink of Death is 10 out of 10. The Red House is 10 out of 10 with an 8.5 for The End of the Line, and then 1.1 out of 10 for Stage Fright. So let me know in the comments, have you listened to Doctor Who, the 6th Doctor's Last Adventure? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content. Have a cracking day, and thank you for being magnificent.